to start off our meeting tonight with bright lights, and we have had a very interesting C.O.R.E 2062 robotics team that has really had a very successful year, and we'd like to have them tell us about that. Why don't you come on forward and let us know how successful you've been this year. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Abby Lewis, and I'm a senior at Waukesha South High School.
I'm Haley Merritt, and I'm a senior at the Waukesha Engineering Preparatory Academy.
My name is Andrew Labat, and I go to Waukesha South High School.
Together, we represent C.O.R.E, the community of robotics engineers.
Our team's goal is to teach students new skills, and in doing so, create a positive community impact.
We've been Waukesha High School's robotics team for 9 years, and in that time, we've grown from a team of 8 students to one of over 40.
Our team is part of a larger organization known as FIRST, for the inspiration and recognition of science and technology. FIRST is a nonprofit organization that offers 4 different robotics programs for students in kindergarten through 12th grade. Broadly speaking, these programs work to increase students' interest in STEM on an international level.
C.O.R.E competes in the highest level of FIRST, the FIRST Robotics Competition, otherwise known as FRC. The FRC season begins in January at kickoff when the game is released. Afterwards, teams only get 6 weeks to design and build for the challenge.
Of course, to keep the students guessing, the game changes every year. This year's game was called Recycle Rush, and was played by 2 alliances of 3 robots each that compete to stack totes in recycling containers. In the past, however, we've designed for objectives like climbing a 10-foot tall pyramid and shooting game pieces that were just as large as our robot.
This year in particular, we produced a winning design. Our robot was able to reliably create multiple stacks of 6 totes with recycling containers, allowing us to win both the Wisconsin and Midwest regional tournaments, which are attended by approximately 60 teams each. Only 45 out of almost 3,000 teams were able to win 2 regionals this year, and C.O.R.E is honored to represent the district in this elite group.
Because of this success, we moved on to participate in the International Championships event in St. Louis. There, we were selected by the 7th-seeded alliance in our subdivision of around 75 teams.
In addition to our mechanical success, C.O.R.E has won a variety of other awards this year. We won the Innovation and Control Award, sponsored by Rockwell, at the Midwest Regional, in the UL Industrial Safety Award at all 3 competitions we attended. We were also recognized by our peers, with over 10 awards celebrating everything from our team's safety program to our ability to inspire the future.
Throughout our team's history, we've won 3 international UL Safety Awards. No team has ever won more.
Regardless of awards, each year the game provides an opportunity for students to learn a variety of skills.
We begin the season with a process called consensus, where our whole team takes a critical look at game strategy and decides on a basic robot design. Through this, students learn to apply critical thinking skills and to work as a team.
After this initial look at the game, our team breaks off into sub-teams, in which students may design, build, program, or create the controls for our robot. In addition, we have a variety of non-robot related sub-teams, ranging from business to website. All sub-teams are led by student leaders and allow members to thoroughly develop skills used in the professional world.
For instance, take the electrical side of the robot. I've been the leader of the controls sub-team for 2 years. While creating this year's robot, we used communication skills to stay in touch with the mechanical and design sub-teams in order to create a system that could fully utilize the space we were given. We also worked with the programming sub-team to place ultrasonics, encoders, photo eyes, and other sensors on our robot.
We are proud of the fact that the manufacturing of our robot is student-led, from its initial conception to its final testing. This allows students to develop leadership and collaboration skills far beyond those offered in a classroom. However, our students will not learn as much as they do if it wasn't for our group of 15 adult mentors, who bring their professional expertise in fields like engineering and business to our team. The 3-to-1 student-mentor ratio that exists on our team allows students to collaborate closely with these experienced individuals.
Beyond the build season, our team reaches out within the Waukesha School District by hosting multiple opportunities for students to become engaged in robotics and other STEM-related topics.
We are most proud of our work with creating and sustaining a strong VEX robotics program. VEX is a program which teaches middle and high school students how to work as a team, utilize the design process, and work within a time limit.
The robots, although small enough to fit in an 18-inch cube, make a huge impact. Almost 100 middle school students come each week during the VEX build season, seeking mentorship, material, and practice from our team. At the end of the season, we host a tournament from which they compete in.
Around the same time, we also host a tournament for the first LEGO League program. This program is slightly different from VEX in that it uses a different robotics platform, is open to younger students, and incorporates a research project into its competitions. Over the years, more than 2,000 students have entered our doors and left inspired by VEX and LEGO Robotics.
Beyond our work creating these robotics programs, we also support STEM initiatives in the Waukesha community. By attending events such as STEM for Girls held at Saratoga and the Math Night held at Hillcrest Elementary, we encourage local students to explore options in STEM. We have also done various volunteering activities and demonstrations at other schools in the district, Summerfest, our county fair, and the state fair to spread the excitement of STEM across the state.
Our team, however, has lately realized our ability to affect communities even further away from Waukesha. Just a few years ago, we found an elementary school science teacher in Costa Rica who had heard of FRC and wished that she had something like that to offer her students.
After years of planning, budgeting, and looking for transportation, we have finally been able to fulfill her dream. The 2 LEGO sets that we sent will allow Costa Rican students to go through the FLL challenge and then participate in a simulated competition we create over Skype. In the future, we hope to expand on this initiative by sending lab software to incorporate robotics into the science curriculum.
This program, which we call Out of the Sphere of C.O.R.E, or OutScore, has inspired us to expand our impact. In the next year, we hope to mentor FLL teams, increase our local volunteering, and start junior FLL teams at Whittier Elementary.
The Junior FLL program is for kids 6 to 9 and is directed towards fostering curiosity and discovering the excitement of scientific exploration. The program involves exploring real-world scientific concepts through research, teamwork, and the creation of a LEGO model. This is an amazing opportunity for elementary students. It will give Whittier students an avenue to explore their interests in STEM.
C.O.R.E strives to embody the School District of Waukesha's mission statement, which aims for high academic standards and socially responsible citizens.
Our high academic standards are shown by the fact that C.O.R.E students have one of the highest GPAs of any extracurricular in the district, with 94% of our students qualifying for honor roll. We also work hard to teach students to be socially responsible by stressing collaborative work and doing a variety of volunteering in the community.
Perhaps most importantly, real-world experience gained on C.O.R.E has contributed to our students' future after high school. 100% of students plan to pursue college education, and through a variety of scholarships provided by FIRST, this is even more accessible than ever. C.O.R.E graduates are consistently some of the most successful students in the district.
It's clear to see that robotics is not just any curricular, a random activity students do for 20 hours a week in their free time, or even a group of nerds building a robot.
Yes, we build a robot, but we also impact our community, create programs to excite STEM for students within our district, and push the boundaries of what students in high school are capable of dreaming and doing.
Above all, C.O.R.E 2062 is a family of students incorporating all high schools in the district, united in one common goal, to build a better future. Thank you.
I think I need a minute to kind of digest everything here. You guys really span a huge number of topics tonight in your presentation. Do we have any questions for Mr. O'Brien?
You know, maybe a question, but also a comment. I mean, I like the way you closed it. That spans all the Waukesha high schools, and I think it's nice that it just so happens that our engineering preparatory program is at Waukesha South, which is the Waukesha High School. The base of everything, and the fact that a number of initiatives we've done in the district, quite often it's said it's for all of Waukesha, not just for one high school. And the way we've been able to reach across the district with this type of program has been fantastic. I'd also say part of us reaching across the district with this program has probably led to you reaching out to being willing to reach out to places like Costa Rica as well. And whenever you start reaching, you just keep going.
Yeah.
And then the other exciting thing is your points on Whittier. Whittier is not the only school that would benefit from this. They would all benefit, but I would say that the fact that when I go to those schools, I was at Higher today and I was at Whittier today, and I hope to go to more of them, the fact that we have other programs in our district with other young adults helping to introduce children to this type of stuff, it's only going to be better for our community, because the more we can excite children to do these types of things, whether it's science, engineering, math, music, arts, the better off we'll all be. So I appreciate everything you guys presented tonight. It was an excellent presentation.
Thank you.
Dr. Langell?
Thank you so much for being here and for everything you've done. And what an incredible presentation, too. I mean, I think we'd be impressed by everything you've achieved, but also you were so smooth and did such a great job. My question isn't altogether on target, but as somebody who grew up in St. Louis, did you guys get to go up in the arch? Or did you get to see the arch?
I think some people did.
I did go, and we went to go and walk around the arch, but all of the robotics teams were like going.
I
over,
suppose
so-
it was probably crowded, but it is a wonderful engineering marvel. So
With
next time you're there,
40,000 people from this robotics competition, it was a bit
I bet
full.
the lines were huge. But congratulations, it's wonderful what you do.
Mrs. Brezink?
Yes. My comments are brief, but I just want you to know that you're an outstanding example of what's great about the school district of Waukesha. I'm so proud of you, and I'm sure all of our board members are proud of you, and our community is proud of you. You really, really put a gold medal and a seal of excellence on the school district of Waukesha. Thank you so much. I'm very proud of you.
Mr. O'Brien?
And I did have one question, and it wasn't covered in your presentation, but I'm sure you'd like to mention community supporters of the
that's it.
robotics program. I know there has been some, right?
Yeah, for sure. We have a variety of different sponsors that support our team.
Our top sponsors are always GE and Rockwell Automation. They both contribute the most to our team every year.
And then the next thing is, you mentioned programming, I think in this was your focus. The programming tools that you get, do we receive help from companies like Rockwell and GE with things like that?
The sponsorship that we get isn't focused on a specific area of the team, so any money that we have is used across all the different initiatives we have. So that includes the Costa Rica program, buying thousands of dollars worth of Lego parts, and then also the programming, mechanical aspects definitely are a huge cost. Travel.
The lead mentor of our programming sub-team is a Rockwell employee. And so there is a connection there
Very
as well.
good.
Right.
Yeah, because Rockwell has a very good track record with easy to use, easy to learn programming software like this.
Mr. Edlin?
Thank you. How many of you are returning from last year? I know this young gentleman in the front row was one of our speakers last year, were you not? Yeah. How many of you are here tonight are from last year's team?
From last
A good percentage came back.
Wow.
presentation.
Awesome. I don't know how many of you remember a gentleman that followed you by the name of Brian White from GE, Waukesha Engine downtown. Yeah. That was the first time Mr. White had ever come to a board meeting. And he told me afterwards, he said during the meeting actually, he said, "You give me hope." And you do. You guys are like the cream of the crop, for young people, in my eyes anyway. And I want to thank you for all the time that you guys put into this, because you don't get a grade for this. This is all personal satisfaction that you get. And the rewards are just that, gratification. And, when you put in the effort and you're this successful, that says a lot to a future employer. So I think you guys you're already off onto a really great start in life, and I commend you for that.
Oh, yeah.
Was the stat that you threw out with regards to the student-mentor ratio 3-to-1?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's pretty incredible, that ratio.
Right.
A lot of expertise that you have learned, I'm sure, from your mentors and interacting and questions that you have. So a big thanks to the mentors. I think we should thank them for all the time that they've put into this. probably one of those things that you learn from those mentors too, as Mr. O'Brien and others have mentioned, is that community give back. To be able to reach out to those students in Costa Rica and those students in our district, community give back and teaching others and sharing what you've learned and serving others is what makes communities great. We help each other out. And it's so good to see that at an early age and really sharing what your talents are with others. Keep that work up throughout your life. And for some of you, I know, Abby, I know you obviously. This is your senior year?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to be doing next year?
Next year I'm going to be going to college at Pomona College in California, which is a liberal arts school. I'll be studying a variety of different things because it's a liberal arts school, but hoping to major in international relations and environmental studies, double major.
Wow.
With a minor in Spanish, if possible.
Nice. Nice.
Army Mud is right there if you need technology.
Yeah, right.
Haley, how about yourself?
Well, I'm planning on going to UW Waukesha next year and then going on to a different engineering school. Most likely going towards the major in mechanical engineering.
Excellent, yeah. Nice. And Andrew?
I'm a junior, but I'm actually looking at Harvey Mudd, or I really do like Stanford as well, both of those colleges.
So, but you will be joining us and being on the CORE team next year?
Yes.
You're going to return?
Yes.
And be a leader? Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to all of you. You make our school district proud. All the awards. I remember when this started roughly 10 years or so ago, and now it's touched the lives of 2,000 students. What a fantastic program, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Wish you luck in the future.